do a little drive with me video just because I'm gonna be in the car for a little bit and I want to have a conversation. So I'm filming this even though back home I literally have 2 videos that I have yet to edit. So I'm just making more work for myself essentially, but that's okay. I'm driving to kind of, on one hand, take a break from online school, even though I only did 1 subject. Listen to some statistics lectures. That was riveting, obviously. I'm also just going to Derby Street because I really want Be Good, even though it's mad expensive. I was just really craving like one of their bowls that they have. Although, I will say that the one bowl that I used to always get, like literally my favorite order from there, they completely got rid of it. And the ones that they have now that's like kind of similar, it's really not the same. It's not as good to me, but it's still worth the trip, I'd say. I also kind of want to go to Starbucks, but I know the line is going to be like 45 minutes long. So do I really want to do that? Because I also have to tutor at 6 and it's already 4 o'clock. So I don't want to take too much time and then leave all of my schoolwork that I have to get done to late at night because I just want to relax. Even though that's literally what I've been doing all day. I literally just started doing schoolwork at 2 o'clock. So yeah, I'm taking an early break. That's fine though. Oh, if you notice my sweatshirt that I'm wearing right now, I'm literally obsessed with it. It's so comfy. I purposely got a large though because I just like having oversized sweatshirts more. If you have an oversized sweatshirt, you can always make it smaller, but if your sweatshirt is like too small, then first of all, it's just not as comfy if it like is your actual size or whatever, I feel like. But also, you can't really make it bigger if you want it to be bigger. I'd rather just get a big one. I was debating on whether I want to crop this or not because on one hand it's like I feel like that would look kind of cute, but also I don't want to regret it. I bought merch from like a couple different places and like obviously this is like an artist's merch, so it's a little bit different than like a YouTuber's merch, but like I've bought like merch from like YouTubers in the past and I just like totally got sick of it after like a year of having it. But I can tell this one's like gonna last me like a real long time. I just need to break it in more to make it more like, I feel like it's kind of stiff right now, but it is still really comfortable, especially like the inside. Like literally as soon as I put it on yesterday for the first time, I wore a different outfit this morning because I was working out. I didn't just wear it. Although that is totally acceptable because we're in quarantine and who cares? That's besides the fact. Yeah, as soon as I put it on, I was like, oh my goodness, the inside of this is way more soft, why does that sound weird? Softer than I expected, you know? I just expected it to be like a fabric sweatshirt, you know? Like that's what I thought I was getting. So that's why I was like, the price is a lot for just a regular old sweatshirt. I think it's like double lined, I want to say. Either that or like fleece on the inside. I don't know, it's just really soft and really comfy. Basically, this is a free advertisement for Olivia O'Brien's merch. I literally ordered this sweatshirt in December. When I bought it, I was home in Massachusetts, but then I was like, oh, I should have known by the fact that it was a pre-order that it would take just ages. I was like, oh, I'll just have it shipped to school because more than likely I'll be at school rather than being in Plymouth. I'm like there like maybe 5 months out of the year now. That's a long time. But since we're in quarantine, we haven't been at school since before spring break, which is just crazy to say. And I know everyone's having the same experience as me, so it's not earth-shattering really. But like, if you think about it, like, it's so weird that I thought I was only gonna be away from school for a week, and majority of that week was gonna be spent in Florida, which it was, and then I was just gonna come back to Massachusetts for a weekend, so I didn't have to pack in cold clothes or anything. I literally just packed for a week in Florida, that's all, because I knew that I had clothes here, so why am I gonna bring any of my sweatshirts or jackets or anything that I have at school? So all my nice jackets and all my nice sweatshirts, sweatpants, warm clothes that are like comfy are all at school because I thought I was gonna be back there. And I was originally supposed to go back April 7th, but then a couple days before I was supposed to get on my flight to go to North Carolina, they said we're not allowing any students to come back on campus until May 1st. So now down to school the week of finals, which I didn't even really think about. I was just like, I want to go as soon as possible to clean out my dorm, because I mean, I only live with 2 roommates right now, or suite mates, I guess, technically. I just call them roommates because it's an apartment. Like, what does it really matter? They already moved out. Hannah moved out pretty much like as soon as they announced that we were gonna have like an extended spring break. She was like, I'm not coming back. And I was trying to be optimistic. I was trying to say, oh no, like we'll go back. It's just a week, whatever. But she had the good idea of doing that. And now I'm stuck in Massachusetts, and all of my stuff that I want is in my dorm in North Carolina. Lash, Delia has a bag of a bunch of my stuff. She shipped me my computer, but that's about it. From like just a bunch of stuff that I packed for spring break that I just either didn't want to fly with or I couldn't fly with. I brought a big perfume bottle. I don't think that can fly. So that was one thing. I think another thing is like my disc. I have like an orange one. I honestly don't even know what the rest of the things in that bag is. Oh, you know what it is? It's all my stuff to clean my face. I mean, not that I don't have that at home already, but it's like all of my good quality stuff that I like to use or that I've been using recently. I use different products like for different seasons and different weather. So at school, I'll use stuff that is good for warm weather, obviously, because it's a lot warmer there than when I'm home. Unless I'm coming home for the summer, I'm usually home when it's like freezing. So I'll use obviously different products for like depending on where I am. I think that's it that she has. Like she just has a bag of just like random things that I just wanted to put back in my dorm because I didn't need them for a weekend in Massachusetts. But little did I know, I was not going to see my dorm again until May. So that's where I'm at. I went for a drive the other day because I was just bored being stuck inside. And so I went for a drive and it was like literally storming. And I drove all the way to Braintree and then just back. And I stopped at like Duxbury once. So I was trying to decide like where to get food. And I bought my sister Wendy's on that trip that she asked for. And I said, hey, you owe me next time when you know, are out somewhere, or if we're together, we just like get coffee together or something. It's on you because I paid for this. He was like, yeah, okay. So then Sunday, like 2 days ago, she went to work because she works at McDonald's. She worked there over the summer, and then I think she worked there for like Christmas break because I think she only gets like 2 weeks off. It wasn't that long. And then obviously like when school was back in session, she didn't work there because my dad has a policy that when we're at school, we don't have a job. That was her first shift back at McDonald's on Sunday, and she was supposed to get off at 8. So she was like, I'm gonna go to Ziggy's, I'm gonna get the vegan soft serve because this is the first day that they have it again. I guess she maybe like, either called or like texted Rusty or something. I don't even know how she knew. This is the first day that they're gonna have it, so I'll bring it home for you like after my shift because that's what I'm gonna get. And I was like, okay, bet. I've only been waiting for this since Ziggy's opened again for the season, so I was real pumped. But then she texted me. She took a long time to get home. She took like an hour and a half after she was supposed to get out of work. She ended up going to Wendy's to get just random food instead of Ziggy's because I think they closed before she got out of work or something like that. I don't know why she couldn't get it. I don't remember what the reason was. But she ended up not going to Ziggy's after all. I thought the reason that she was telling me that she was getting Wendy's was because she was going to get that for me instead of the ice cream. So I was like, okay, whatever. And then, so she walks in the door like 45 minutes later and she's empty-handed. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I wasn't expecting ice cream anymore, but I was also not expecting her to walk in with nothing in her hands. So I was like, okay, first off, I know she went to Wendy's because she told me, so where is any of the food, like even for just herself? And second of all, why did she tell me she was going to Wendy's if she was just going to eat it in the car by herself? Also, going back to when I got food for her last time, I didn't have to get her anything, and I decided out of the kindness of my heart to pay for her Wendy's, and I said, okay, like, I'm gonna do this, but you have to pay me back. If you're gonna tell me that you're going to another food place, aren't you gonna get me something because I got you something last time? I don't know, it was just weird. And now that I'm going to, like, Derby Street, like, Stormy, like, there was just a cop, I don't know if you saw that. Last time I went for a drive like this far away, it was a huge thunderstorm, and now I'm going to Derby Street again, and it's raining really hard again. It was so nice this morning. I mean, at least there was that. So when I went for a run with Cosette, because I've been training her to run more, it was actually nice. I was expecting it to be like it is now this morning when we went. That's why I wanted to go early, because I was like, I don't want to have to deal with any more bad weather than I can actually handle. But yeah, it was like 50 degrees and like totally sunny. Now it's gross out. Oh wait, I still haven't decided if I want Starbucks or not. Leaning more towards no, just because I really don't want to wait in that line. There's 2 Starbucks in my area, essentially. That's essentially like the only 2 places on this whole South Shore that I know of, pretty much, given I don't really go around seeking out Starbucks. That's just me. But there's only 2 that I know of that are drive-through, and there's one in Kingston and one at Exit 13. And Exit 13 is like pretty far away, because I'm Exit 4, 5, like around there. And then there's one Starbucks that's in like at the Stop and Shop in Plymouth, so like that technically counts. Like, they can make everything that is at like a normal Starbucks, but like at the same time it's like it's not drive-through, so it doesn't really count, at least in my mind. But like, if I'm really gonna go to pay for any coffee, like when I'm home, it's most likely not gonna be Starbucks, because I feel like Starbucks is really good for hot drinks. When I'm home, there's so many places that have really good iced coffee. I'm gonna get an iced coffee. I don't know why, but I just decided to take Exit 14 to go to Derby Street right now. It might be a little bit longer, but whatever. Honestly, out of habit, when I'm on Route 3, I just automatically go to Exit 14 if I'm down this way, because that's what I used to always have to do. All 4 years of my high school career, I would drive this far. Literally, I remember girls, when they found out what town I was from and where I would have to drive from every day, they're like, literally, why are you here? I don't know, man. I'm just trying to get into college. Literally the only reason. Also on Sunday, I got a text message from, it was Juliana. She was like, oh, there's a group of us doing this 2-week ab challenge. If you want, I can add you to the group and you can do it with us. And I was like, sure, I'll do that. And it's by this girl, Chloe Ting, that I've literally never heard of in my entire life. I did 2 days already of it. I did it this morning and then yesterday, obviously. And it's mainly HIIT workout type routine, which I was mostly expecting. If someone's gonna put out like an ab routine, I feel like the ab workouts have the most beneficial effects are like balancing type exercises, but a lot of people will do sit-ups and crunches and like, you know, it only goes so far, I feel like. So that's what I was mainly expecting. But she actually has a lot of planks, which goes back to like the whole balance type exercises, so I appreciate that. But the reason that I say that I connected to like a HIIT workout is because these workouts are only like 10 minutes long, but if you do 40 seconds of one exercise, everything is timed, so you do like 40 seconds on and then like 10 or 5 seconds off. 10 seconds might seem like, you know, like that's a reasonable break, but when you're in it and you're really tired and you just did 40 seconds of a Spider-Man plank, you kind of feel like you're dying. And she always gives you the advice in her videos, like make sure you're breathing, because that's how you activate your core more, which I totally agree. Like, breathing is very important, but you just want to actually breathe without doing anything else, I think, and you only get 5 seconds to do that. It's just a lot. It's not my first choice of how I would want to spend my time doing a workout, because I've gotten a lot more into lifting, but obviously I can't really do much of that if I in quarantine like I am and everything's closed. I can't really do much of that anymore, but I still do Elizabeth Sachs indoor workout plan. So that's been good, and that's been really fun actually. I also really loved her follow along. She did her first follow along video and it was literally so fun. I didn't really know what a superset was because she had that in her book plan that I've been following, and I was like, I don't really know like how the timing of this should be, but it definitely helps me figure out what I should be doing based on what I'm reading. So I'm here, so I'm gonna go just secure the bag. Oh wait,